Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're moving to Sweden this year, say late August or September for studies, do not pack anything, do not buy anything until you watch this video. Yeah, I said what I said. Because when I moved here for my master's last September, late August actually. I thought, I bought things that I thought I needed. I shopped for things that I thought I needed, but it stressed me when I got to the migration. It stressed me when I wanted to board the train. It stressed me. It stressed me, and I feel like I got some things that were important, but I also bought things that were not necessary for me to buy. So that's what I'm saying. You should watch this video before you go shopping or you pack anything. This video, I'm going to be walking through or just basically sharing a list of my experience because I don't really want to bore you with all of those things. So, but like essential things that you need to buy, things that you need to pack, things that you absolutely don't need to buy because you find them here, to be honest. And things that you should definitely bring because you'll be needing them, and it might be it might be hard or difficult to actually get them in Sweden, except you have to ship them from your home country to Sweden when you need them. So this video will be especially useful for you if you are moving to Sweden for studies in September. It is really nice to see that you're preparing to actually move to study here in Sweden. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, I implore that you subscribe so you can get more videos like this that will be helpful for you now and in the future. So I'm just going to get right into it. So I'm a Nigerian studying at Linnaeus University. I'm studying international business strategy, a 2-year master program at Linnaeus University, Kalmar campus. So I moved here last year, August. So I resumption was like I think September-ish, but I moved here in August because I wanted to come here, settle down, figure some things out, know where to get what and how and all of those things. And so basically I moved here. Also, fortunately for me, it was such like a seamless process because I had like a body. So Linus University does this thing. They do this thing rather. They do this thing where they pair you up as an international student. You get paired up with a student who's already currently residing here. So either be it a Swede or um, the same international students as you who have been here or maybe in their second year, just so that they can guide you and help you should you have any questions or need any help. So I had a very great buddy who basically when I got to Kalmar, Sweden, she came to pick me up. Unfortunately for me, she had a car, so she came to pick me up. She brought me to my house. Unfortunately for me as well, she obviously she lives here. So before I came, she had picked up my keys for me. So I reached out to her when I settled my accommodation ish and I made the payment. So I reached out to her, sent her my contracts, and send her as someone who will be picking up my keys for me and all of those things. They will give you like a mini contract if you want, or documents if you want somebody to pick up your keys on your behalf. So she picked up my keys for me. So she just picked me up at the airport and then we drove here. She helped me with, if you see the things that I packed, I'll attach a picture. It's a lot and unnecessary. No, not all of them were unnecessary. I don't regret it, to be honest. I don't regret it. But anyways, so she picked up my keys for me and then she drove me here. So we just got here. She opened the door and helped me with my stuff. When I got here, I couldn't. Obviously, I had bed, I had everything, but I didn't have like a duvet because I couldn't fixed duvet in my bag. I already had a lot. So she actually gave me hers. And then the next day, we went to shop for like pillowcases, for things, for pillow, for duvet, for things that I needed basically. And it was really such a great experience for me. So this is also a cue for you if you should check your email. If your school maybe have like this body system where you get paired up with somebody who is already residing here, so you don't miss the opportunity of actually getting a good help or a good support system for you before you come to Sweden and even after you get to Sweden. So yeah, basically I think that was it for me. Then that's the first part. Then the second part is know the required luggage that your airline actually demands. So for Qatar Airways, I think it was 23 kg, that's for the six, and then a hand luggage, right? Except of course you don't care, like you don't mind having extra luggage and you want to pay extra. But in my case, it felt like when I saw the instruction for the 6 kg, when I saw it, I let the information in one ear and then I let it out in the other one because I didn't even care about the luggage. I was just packing. I was just packing things that I thought I needed. So I had excess. I had excess stuff basically. So, but to be honest, I don't advise for you to do that like at all. To be very very honest, so I advise that you pack right and also you pack light because it will make traveling easy for you. It will make it will be stress free. You won't have any issues with maybe at the airport somebody stopping you and asking you, oh, who owns all this luggage, because it stopped me. You know, you won't have any issues when you want to maybe board the train. You will need to start looking for somebody to help you and all of those things, so it's going to be really easy for you. So um for my experience, so first of all, I moved from, so for my flight experience, so I'm from Lagos, Nigeria. So I went to Qatar Airways. So we moved from Lagos, Nigeria to Doha. Then from Doha, I think we had like 1 hour or something layoff. Then from Doha, we moved to Copenhagen. Then from Copenhagen, I had to purchase the train tickets from Copenhagen to Kalmar, and that was about like 3 hours. But for the entire trip, it was about 16 hours or so. It was very long, very very long. But anyhow, so I didn't have any problems when, obviously, because from Lagos they carried my luggage and put it in the plane and everything. But now when I got to Copenhagen, I had to obviously, get my luggage and everything. So now you know that I don't even know why I'm laughing, but you know that you I got a trolley. You have to put your stuff on the trolley, so you can't just drag. Except it's not a lot. So my stuff was, I had a lot of stuff to the point where I had to use two trolleys. Like every normal human being, every normal student, they only use one, but it's not even always even full. But I used to. Now, I had two trolleys, so I was pushing and I was going, and then apparently when you leave, I don't know where it's called. Maybe it's the section, the particular section. When you go out of that place, you're not supposed to come back in because you're done, right? Just supposed to like get your ticket and then move to wherever you're moving to and just like exit the station. But I mean, I had two trolleys. I tried my best. I didn't know, by the way, I didn't know you're not supposed to go back. So I had two trolleys and I didn't know that you're not supposed to go back. And I couldn't push the two at once because they were loads. So I pushed one at a time. So I pushed it out. Then as I was going back in, the alarm the alarm was like sounding and stuff. And I was like, Jesus, what's happening? Did I do something wrong? Am I with something prohibited or something? Then this officer just came to meet me and was like, oh, what's wrong? I'm like, oh, I need to get something inside. And then the man was like, oh, like I'm not supposed to actually go back there. So it took me to the counter, like a reception or something, and I met another person. So I explained that, oh, I had like a lot of stuff and then I couldn't push everything out at once. And it was like, oh, like it's not allowed. It was like, oh, who am I with? I'm like, I'm alone. Anyways, they allowed me, they took me through the back door because I couldn't just go through that route. So, and then, so I went to look for my luggage. They were following me because they were like, what is happening? It felt like I was suspicious. I don't know, they were just sort of like skeptical about me. Anyways, so now back to where I left my luggage. I couldn't find my luggage. I couldn't find the second trolley. So we were looking for it. It was very dramatic, not even in a good way. We were looking for it. I was looking for it. Eventually, after a long looking for, we found it. Then they were like, okay, they pushed it. Now they pushed the one that I took outside, they brought it in, and then they brought the both of them together. They were like, who are you with? Because it's not possible that this all of these things belongs to you alone. Guys, it was not funny. See, I started praying in my mind because I was like, they were like, why do you have all of these things? So they took me to a room to scan. Like, normally, if I just had one, just normal luggage that every normal human being have, I would have gone. But now, because of this, all of those stuff, they suspected me for whatever reason or something. So they scanned my stuff. First of all, they were like, it's not possible that you are the only one. So I had to explain that. So I'm from Nigeria, and then I'm doing a 2 year master program, and then I don't intend to go back home during these 2 years. So I brought everything that I needed, and then when I'm done, I'll go back to my home country. So that was why I brought and took everything possible. So she was like, even though that I don't need all of these things. Anywho, they scanned my stuff, and then when they scanned the stuff, there was like a machine. It's when there's something prohibited, it makes a sound, and it has there'll be like a black thing that will just show on the screen. Oh my god. Guys, I'm laughing now, but it wasn't funny. I was praying. I was praying. I was shaking, but like I don't want to make it obvious because if I'm jittering, if I'm shaking, then it's like then she's actually suspicious. So I had to just maintain eye contact. I just kept smiling, like just not too much, just like, but I was shaking within me. Anyways, the one was like, "What is this? Like, why is the thing making noise? Like, do I have anything that I'm not supposed to bring?" Then they showed me some pictures that I'm not supposed to bring this and this, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't have them there. I don't have them there. I don't have it. I don't have them there." She wasn't convinced because obviously the stuff shows. So this woman she started bringing out my stuff, started checking my stuff. God, I was praying because I bought palm oil, and for palm oil I had frozen it like in the freezer. So and then I wrapped it, and I'm not sure palm oil is allowed. Honestly, I really don't know. But anyways, and then perfume. I brought perfume. I don't think I'm supposed to bring bottles. See, a lot of stuff. And I just kept praying. Then it got to a point she saw some because I can be very extra when it comes to like jewelries. I had like there is this pack that I have that I put some jewelries in them. And she was like, where did I get them from? Like, how do I have them? I'm like, oh, like I'm just a very um I love accessories. And then actually some of them were like gifts because when I was coming, some people gave me gifts. My friend's wedding, I was part of the Ashwebi girls, like the bridesmaid. So some of the things that she gave to us were like a pack of earrings, some jewelries and stuff. So I was just explaining, and I tried to be as calm as I could. But see, it was a long process, guys. It was long, but it just felt like God just helped me because they would have seized a lot of stuff that I had, and I would have cried because, guys, at the airport, even before I got to Copenhagen, at the airport in Nigeria, my dad paid over 1 million naira for my extra luggage. Like, he paid even more than the actual flight tickets to show how crazy. But then he was happy to pay it because my daughter got a scholarship and stuff like that. So he was just happy, and I didn't really like stress him with like buying things or anything. Like, I had savings and I bought, so he was just happy that he got to spend. Do you understand? But it's not smart. It was not the smartest thing to do. It wasn't the smartest thing to do. But anyways, um, eventually, I don't know how God did it because I can only say it was God that did it for me. That they left me and they allowed me go, and they actually assisted me in pushing the stuff out to where I would get the tickets. But it wasn't even still easy because they had to leave me at some point. I still had to trolley. So I needed to change the dollar that I had to I think it was Danish krona to get the tickets. So pushing it was very see, I don't wish this on anybody. It was crazy pushing and pushing, and then some of the workers telling you, no, you can't leave this here, this is not supposed to be here, blah 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 blah. It was crazy. So I really don't recommend. Anyways, so I changed the money that I had from yeah, some dollars to Danish crowns, and then I was able to get purchase the tickets, and then I had to wait for the ticket because the ticket. Thank God I had not even purchased the ticket online or something. So the time had passed, so I had to wait. Now for me to enter the train, hey God, and you know if you come to Sweden, you know how crazy the trains are here. If the train is supposed to leave at 5:55, there is no reason on earth that the train will leave at 5:56, except it has some malfunctions. Maybe it's something that happened to the train or some instructions from whatever. But it's not going to be you. I'm not going to be the reason why they will delay or they will wait. I don't even know how God did it. I was able to push my stuff to where I was going to get the train, and then see, God is good, honestly, because God just helped me. And there was this man, not, it was, I don't know his race, but it wasn't black anyways. He was cleaning, and then he was just looking at me. He was cleaning, he was looking at me. I was like, God, I beg, who am I going to call? Because when the train comes, how will I push? How will I carry these four things within the period of time? And there were other people as well there. So you know how it is. So anyhow, guys, as soon as the train came, fortunately for me, the man that the man that was cleaning, just he carried one of my stuff. Then there was this black guy. I don't even know where the black guy came from, honestly. I could just tell he was black anyways, because obviously he's black. I don't know how or where, or maybe I didn't even see him. He carried one of my stuff as well and pushed it inside. And I also pushed. That was how I was able to that was how I was able to get my things on the train. Because if not, I think the train would have left me. I'm telling you, I feel like the train would have left me, but I'm so grateful to those people, honestly. I don't know, but wherever you are, God bless you. So it was a very crazy experience, and I don't think anybody should go through that. And that's why I'm making this video. So you don't be like me. You don't stress, And I was fortunate to see good people to help me. That's just like my drama, my migration and luggage drama. So now the third thing is get a good luggage bag for your stuff, like a good, very good box that I've seen some people say maybe the box, my Ghanaian friends, I say I should stop saying box. So the luggage bag wasn't so good, and then it messed up on the road or something. So get a very good luggage bag for yourself. Now, so to the main thing now. So I asked some of my friends who are also international students, just so I could get insight into like what they actually brought, things that were actually like necessary, and also like um um putting it together with a list that I also I've compiled for this video. So here is the list, and I will attach the list to the description of the video so you can also see it, right? So the first thing I'm going to say is, for your shopping lists, section them into key parts. That was what I did. So you have a section that says, oh, clothings, food, stuff, and etc. So I'm going to start. So the first thing is winter jackets. So you'll be coming in September, and most likely it's going to be cold. Like it's already towards winter. And obviously, if you're coming from a place like, say, Nigeria or Africa or something, the weather is not the same. So you will get cold. So you're coming close to winter, so buy one winter jacket. Honestly, I feel like one is enough. I also only bought one, actually. Buy just one winter jacket, except you have extra space that you can keep other things, but just buy one. So because when you get here, to be honest, you will find better jackets for yourself. So winter jackets. Then the other section is body. I tagged it body. So whatever you use for yourself, for your body, maybe body cream, body lotion, everything I use, scrub and everything, but buy them in just one each, to be honest, because you find a lot of stuff here. They might be expensive, sure, but you find them, to be honest. So another advice I have when it comes to like body cream and all of these things is to um take the weather into consideration, and also the location. So now the weather, so in Nigeria, so I'm saying this because I had somebody that I met, and she was using this, a type of, I don't know whether it's called organic or something like that, and then it wasn't, when she got here, it didn't help her skin at all. Like, if she reacted very badly, because I guess the products wasn't compatible with the weather. I can't explain the science behind it, but it wasn't good. So get body cream that like, or things that you know are, I don't know, good for the weather, right? So I'm just saying, don't get things that would ruin your skin. Then now to hair. So for female, I'd really advise that you get like wigs. If you like wigs, if you don't like wigs, it's okay. You don't have to. So for me, I got like wigs. I got ponytail. I got ponytail. I got wigs. I got shorts. I got long. And you should also get expressions like attachments. If you're from Nigeria, we call it attachment. So attachment or fox locks. And if you're from maybe other countries and you know you don't really do all those kind of things, then it's fine. You don't need to buy them. But for people maybe from some African countries like Ghana, from Nigeria, from Uganda, from Tanzania, yeah, you should buy these things because they're very expensive here. And also, I'd also advise that you try as much as possible to learn how to braid your hair. Like since I got here, I haven't paid to make my hair. I always braid my hair myself or wear my wig or style my ponytail or something because it's expensive. And then for guys, I would say you should buy a clipper. It's called clipper, right? Yeah, hair clipper, and try to learn how to cut your hair if possible. Right? So you don't always have to pay to cut your hair. So at least you can learn to like just shape your hair or something so you don't go to cut your hair every month and then you can save money by doing so. mm, then also you need shampoo and conditioner, but honestly it's not is you don't have to bring them except you have some maybe hair conditions that what you have is only like the only things you can use for your hair. Because if you get to Sweden and they are not so expensive, all those kind of things really. So if you get here you can always buy the shampoo and conditioner, to be honest. So you don't really need to buy. I brought it and I don't regret, but I wish I didn't because it wasn't necessary, to be honest. Um, then hair accessories, that's for the girls. So straightener, hair curler. Another thing is you can actually buy them here. To be honest, it might be expensive, but you can buy them here. And my friends know me; they call me Shin Ambassador. If you think it's very expensive to buy in maybe the city you're in, you can order from Shein or from maybe Amazon. I've not really bought anything from Amazon really, but I'm very like sure of Shein. So for all those hair accessories, except for things that you think, oh, I can't find them. It's only in Nigeria or it's only in Ghana. But the truth is, you can find a lot of things on Shein. You can find a lot of things in Normal and all of these stores. Then the important thing that I will say is food. And when I say food, I don't mean actual rice or beans because you find them here and they are not super expensive, to be honest. But things that you should bring actually spices. When I mean spices, like curry masala, like things that you know that you can't find in Sweden. Like for me, it's curry masala. Since I got here, I haven't seen curry masala here, and I like to use it when I'm cooking, or some of your traditional spices that you know that, oh, maybe you are Yoruba or you're Ghana, because I know from my Ghanaian friends they brought some sauce and some leaves that they can't find. Those things they here you can bring them. But when it comes to beans or rice, don't bring it now because you find them here. But you can bring gari in, not so much. You can bring gari if you like swallow. You can bring maybe yam flour, right? Don't bring rice. Don't bring what else? They even sell semovita from Nigeria. They sell semovita here, so they sell fufu like the powder. So you don't need to bring it if you're from Ghana. You can buy it here. Maybe you just bring small, maybe just small of those things so that at least when you get here for the first week or for the first couple of days, you can make them and cook before you start buying things. You get, but don't bring them in large quantities because they will take space in your bag. It, if you live in a place like, or you are coming to a place like Malmo, they have stuff there. I have a friend there, and I can tell like they have a lot of stuff there. But in place like Kalma now, it's pretty limited, and that's why we always use the Arab store. So you can always get stuff from the Arab store. Then now the next thing is clothing, right? You need to bring clothes that are appropriate and suitable for the weather because you're going to be coming close to winter. So bring long sleeves, and also again don't bring so much. I'm saying this because when you get here, you would there the style that you're used to back there. I'm not saying you should abandon your style or something, but you would feel the need to also integrate to the styles that the way people dress here. So you would still buy clothes. So if you're coming from your home country, bring very maybe just a couple of long sleeve, a couple of short sleeve, and also in Sweden, I've noticed that most of I'm speaking for the girls now, even for the guys, they do baggy jeans. They do. I mean, I brought I think just maybe one or two skinny. I don't really wear skinny jeans, but I brought like two skinny jeans, and I don't wear them because nobody wears skinny jeans in Sweden, according to what I've seen. So, but if you're a skinny jean person, maybe just bring one or two. But most of the time, it's baggy jeans, and also just maybe three or four jeans enough, just to ensure that you don't go above the luggage requirements as well. Then what other clothing? Yeah, definitely I would advise that you bring your maybe traditional wears, because yeah, you might not be able to find them or know someone who can make it or sew them for you. So I brought some traditional wears, such traditional attires and stuff like that. Then a couple of joggers. I brought a couple of joggers. I actually brought just two joggers because you can always buy them here as well. If you do skirts, you can bring skirts or pants, and yeah, but bring them like don't bring too much. Now for face, if you do skincare, yeah, bring them in moderation, because if you go to apothec or normal, you find a lot of things and they are not so expensive, to be honest. Like they are not very expensive. Maybe the actual skincare like CeraVe, the hand they're expensive. Because I had a skin reaction recently. I don't do skincare. I just do normal body cream. I used to use my body cream for my face cream until I had a reaction. That was a long story. Then I had to buy CeraVe, and it was expensive. I cried. I didn't cry, but it was very expensive. Then makeup. So if you do makeup, you can bring your makeup stuff, but not so much. Again, everything in moderation, because you can get makeup stuff here, right? Recently, I wanted to start doing clean girl makeup, and then maybe it was a store I went to, anyways. And then it was so expensive. I just left. So my friend was telling me that maybe it was a section I went to. I should have gone to another place, right? And also, before I proceed, there's something called here in Sweden. There's something called second hand. Second hand is a store where you can get things that people have used before. But I feel like sometimes some things are not even used, to be honest. They are still like pretty new. So and then they are still at discounted prices. Like say normally you buy a cup for 500 crowns. For instance, I'm just exaggerating. For instance, you can get it at the second-hand store for like 50 crowns. See the difference? So, and then there are like several second-hand stores here. So, for everything that you think you want to buy or you need, you find them here in Sweden. To be honest, you find them here. Then the next is shoes. Shoes. I'm laughing because I didn't even follow my own advice because I bought a lot of things. But honestly, because I don't want you to make the same mistakes or go through the stress of luggages, just bring a few of them. Maybe one sneakers, one heels, slippers, depending on for guys, maybe the shoe that you guys wear. I don't know what it's called, but maybe not more than three, to be honest. Like just bring everything in moderation. Then the next is bed stuff, bed sheets, and pillowcase. I don't think you should bring duvet, because except it's very tiny, because it take up space, right? One thing I noticed is when I went to get bed sheets here in Sweden, I realized that they sell the pillowcase separately from the bed sheets. When I say culture shock, I was so shocked. Like, what do you mean I have to buy the pillowcase? Aside, when I also went to get a pot, they sold the pot separately from the cover. I don't know why I went to IKEA. I should have just gone to second-hand store to get a pot. But when it comes to things like that, I just like to buy them new. You get, but go to second-hand store. I'll still go to second-hand store because these things are too expensive. And yeah, talking about IKEA, IKEA is a place where they're very big, like a warehouse. You find almost everything you need to set up your apartment. It might be expensive, but you find everything you need. And if you don't want to go to IKEA, go to secondhand store. You find things there. I promise you. Then utensils. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. So if you're coming, you don't need to bring pots or spoons or something. You could bring maybe one plate, one fork, one spoon. Yeah. But I don't even think spoons are allowed, to be honest. But I don't know. But I brought one spoon, one fork, one plate. So at least for the few couple of days, if you want to eat, you can, you can use them before you buy a new one. So don't bring a lot. Don't bring a lot. Then obviously, of course, documents. It is very important that you bring all of everything that you've used at the course of this, your application, your admission, everything. And for every of the soft copy that you get, try to print them out. Your admission letter, your SI offer letter, your everything that you have, like bring all of those things. Um because you need them. You need them. You need them. And also, when I was coming, maybe another story, but at Nigerian airport, they actually, I don't know why Sweden is like that, but they were like, why do I have, because obviously you can't come into Sweden. When you get to Copenhagen, you can't even move until you show them your residence permit card. But in Nigeria, they were like, how come I have the residence permit card? They were questioning me like, how do I have it? And I'm like, oh, they sent it to me. And it was a whole lot of something. I don't know why they were just being like that. It was annoying because I was almost missing my flights. So I just had to explain. I had to show them all my notification of result. Like my document was in my handbag. I had to show them. I had to show them my SI offer letter, the acceptance. So have all of these things so that just in case anything comes up, you can show them. You have proof for them. Then toiletries, definitely for girls. Like you need to bring pads. They sell pads here as well, but you could just bring even just a pack that you need in case anything happens, and a small sanitizer. And yeah, for guys, whatever you guys use, but bring them in moderation. Then medicine, um you know what works for you, so bring what works for you. Yeah. And then pictures, I actually didn't bring any picture, but people always say, it's good to have pictures, and I think it's true because you get lonely sometimes, especially during winter, and maybe you're married or you're leaving your family and all of those things, so you can like look back, you can look at the pictures and hug the pictures if you need to do that. um then needle and thread. It's funny, if you're Africa, so when I was coming, I brought needle and thread. But the funny thing is, since I got here, I haven't set my eyes on the needle and thread because I'm very small. So things that I buy, I maybe need to adjust them or something. But I tell you, I haven't found my needle and thread since I got here. I don't know where. I don't know where it went to. Then handbag. If you maybe just one handbag, you can leave the rest. But if you still have space in your bag, maybe you have some purse, some things, you can bring them. Then now moving to what not to pack. Again, don't pack too many clothes because you will buy more here. You probably even outgrow the things that you have because you are trying to sort of meet or integrate and sort of wear what they're currently wearing here. Yeah, so don't bring a lot of kitchen items because you definitely find them here. You find them secondhand store, IKEA. If you can check one of my shorts, you see when I went to IKEA and I made a short video. Now don't bring bulky items because they will weigh so much and it's going to be stressful. Um, the tip is just pack in moderation. Pack in moderation. Then another tip is you can always, I think I've said this before, you always find duvet. You don't need to bring hangers, to be honest, because you find them most likely in the wardrobes, or you can just even purchase them when you get here. Um yeah, with your airlines, for me, I think somebody asked me, I recommend Qatar Airways, to be honest, because it was good. The food was good until we got to Copenhagen. No, we got to from Doha to Copenhagen, and I couldn't eat that thing. But from Lagos to Doha, they gave me jollof rice and plantain, and there was this chicken something. It looked like shawarma, but it's not shawarma. It was very nice. So I recommend Qatar Airways. And again, make digital as much as you have the soft copy, also have hard copy. If you have hard copy, try to get soft copy just in case anything can happen. And if possible, once you've packed all your stuff, try to get a weight machine to weigh what you have and to ensure that like it fits it meets the requirements. And even if possible, if they say you should have 46 kg, try to have 44 kg, because the machine, you know, it, I don't know, maybe they tweak it or they do something or they just make it, they're just very happy when you are over, when you have what's it called, excess luggage, so that you pay. You see, you don't want to go through that, because it wasn't funny for me. It wasn't even about the money, but it was about where you would go and pay, where you would move and everything. And I was almost missing my flight because it was very this thing. It was a very long process. I don't recommend. So I'm going to be attaching a video at the end of this of the things that I brought. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Obviously, if you're Yoruba, you need pepper. You need. I actually had grounded pepper, and I still have it from last year till now. I still have it. Pepper, curry masala. I already said some spices that you think are like you won't be able to find here. Then we've come to the end of this video. I hope this actually helped you, and I hope this video, I hope like it actually helped you feel a little more prepared. It helps you feel less overwhelmed, because I understand that when you're moving from a new country to another, from a country to a new country, you feel overwhelmed. You feel like you just feel on the edge, like you just feel a whole lot of things. But like, I hope this video was helpful, and I just want to say that you've got this. Like, it's not the end of the world, because you always feel like, hey God, if I don't get this right, if I don't get this right, don't overstress yourself. So you don't so that you don't even fall sick before you come. Like, it happens, like when you're overstressed and then you even eventually fall sick, and then you don't have a great experience traveling. It's not going to be nice. So if you have any other questions about packing or moving, or something that I haven't covered in this video, you can drop in the comment section, and I will try to also make a video about it. Mm, and also, please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share to people who are going to be needing this video, right? Share to people and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video, or probably seeing you in Kalma if you're coming to Kalma. So see you. Bye. Also recommend this for you to buy this, because this is how the sockets in Sweden look like. So you need to buy something that is like this, basically, that looks like this. Yeah. So you can get this. It's got Ziploc bag to pack your spices or some foods that you want to